So what are SLAs? So SLAs is basically it's a commitment that you have, a contract that you have between you and your client, provide a certain level of services for your client. So it can talk about the what can be included in the agreement is the uptime, response time, the how long you take to resolve issues. It can also include some limitation on what you can provide for as a service, and things similar to that. The client can be internal or external. So when we talk about internal clients, it's technical teams inside your organizations. It can be outer departments. So if you are IT, you can provide services to HR, to human resources, and you may have in place SLA with them to the level, to what kind of service you offer and what kind of service level you offer. External clients are like your paying customers that are consuming your services. So it's important for them to have a clear agreement with them. The SLAs define measurable goals that you have to achieve to provide the service, to make sure it's up in time and that the service is properly provided. And it also serves as providing clear expectations to the client, to what kind of service you are offering and what's your limitation. Basically, it ensures that the service that you're providing meets the business needs of the client. The goal of an SLA is to offer the level of service required by these clients. It also allows you to know what you need to have in order to offer this level of service. To follow up your SLAs, you will be using key indicators and metrics. This will allow you to see how you are offering the service, and using reports, dashboard, and client feedback, you'll be able to correct any issue that can ensure with the SLA, and make sure that the SLA correspond to the need of the client and your own possibilities to offer that service. SLA needs to be customized to the client needs. So how do you set that up? Okay, so first thing you need to know, what are your client requirements? What do they expect? What do they need? What's the uptime? What's the delay they expect to have when you're resolving issues? What's your own capabilities to offer that kind of service? So how many people do you need? What are your resources, your infrastructure? What's the cost of offering that level of service? The client can ask for a high level of service, but the cost associated with it may increase. And so you have to sell your service according to that capacity for the client. And you could also offer a level of service during the working hours. So that's 99% uptime. And off a working hour, you can lower that expectation because that's when you will do maintenance and upgrades. You have to think about how you will be monitoring your SLA. How will you follow your SLA? So what you put in your SLA, it needs to be monitored. It needs to be monitored. It needs to be achievable to monitor those expectations. And how often will you review the agreement and the service level with the client? Okay, will you do that monthly? Will you do that once a year? And that's quite important. So it's crucial to tailor your SLA to each particular situation and to ensure that they meet the specific needs of all parties involved. And by customizing the SLA, you ensure that the performance expectation and goals are clearly defined. You need to keep your SLA effective and relevant, because that way it will keep it achievable. Setting unrealistic goals in your SLA will lead to frustration and some unnecessary pressure on your service desk. So you have to really talk with your client and make sure that what you put in the SLA is useful with them. So we recommend also a regular review of the SLAs. This is to adjust the goal, to make changes based on technology technological changes and to meet the new customer expectation or varying business needs. When you review your SLAs and set those up, it's important to involve the various stakeholders. There's the client, but there's also the technical teams and business teams inside your organization that are also participating in providing the service or maintaining the infrastructure of that service. They need to be there. And your own providers are also important because your service that you're offering, you have a provider maybe providing some services for that. So some devices, some uptime. So you have SLAs with your client, but you also have SLAs with your own providers, and these all go into, they all needs to be taken into account. Okay, so the SLA is based on what you have to offer. The different part of the SLAs, the SLA itself, the service level agreement, that's the agreement that you share with the customer. That's what is written down and define what's expected, what the client expect for your service level. The service level objective, these, as it says, it's the objective. It's what you need to achieve to meet your SLA. So the uptime, you want to expect how many tickets you will, how fast you will answer tickets, etc. And the indicators is what you will be able to measure, and it's what tells you that you are meeting the objective of the SLO and the SLA. So SLA, they are used to formalize promises made to the customers. That is what's shared with the customer. The SLO and the SLIs, so the objective and the indicators, they are internal tools for measuring and improving your service performance. They are usually not shared with the client. They are kept for you internally. Exceptional events can occur that may prevent full compliance with your SLA. This leads to adjustment of the SLA. By major event, we are thinking about outages and things like this. And what you need to do in this case is communicate with your client to agree on new delays, new terms and corrective measures. But you can also have that already built into your SLA, in your agreement, how you will react with major events, with exceptional events that will prevent from offering the regular service. So, as I said, service level objective and service level indicator will allow your teams to closely monitor the quality of service provided and take corrective action when needed, ensuring a reliable and high-quality service delivery overall. And by using these concepts appropriately and adapting them to the specific needs of each organization and clients, it will be possible to ensure that service meets the needs and expectation of your users, even in exceptional situation.